Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's doing well. It's Tuesday morning here in the States. Yes, Tuesday. Sorry, getting up so early in the morning, my mind is just slipping right now. Or maybe it's old age. We never can tell anymore. But, oh, yes, that's right. Yes, sir, we got a camera. And I absolutely hate these things, but I'm actually kind of getting used to it. How are you doing this morning, Commander Phoenix? Hope you're doing well. Hey, Jared. Good morning to you, sir. Welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in one of our great, elite, dangerous pilots and content creators, Mr. Commander Orange Phoenix. Great guy, great content creator. Takes these amazing photographs in game. If you don't know who he is, please click that link over, give him a follow, leave his notification bell on. Make sure you tell him Astro sent you over. I'm doing good this morning. Thank you. Thank you. Glad to hear you're not doing bad, Commander Phoenix. Oh. Yeah, I wish temperatures here would kind of calm down. It's going to be 60 degrees, but right now it's about 30 something outside, and the heater, I think our heater malfunctioned last night, made it too warm in the house. Gonna have to get that checked. Oh, we're starting off this morning. We're going to do a planetary scan job. Have no idea what I'm doing, so this is going to be fun. I'm doing well, Jared. How are you? How are things been treating you? Hope everything's been going well for you. One of your favorite missions? And I have no idea what I'm doing in these things, so I guess we will find out. We'll find out very quickly. Let's see. I've got my detailed surface scanner. I've got my SRV. And we shall find out. So let's see if everything's ready and working well. Well, 2 tips. Okay, I'm all ears. I am all ears. I know I'm going to be a little bit more careful this time so I don't get blown up like I did on the last one where I went to go get the economic data. We did a few more cargo hauls last night off stream. Man, I was so exhausted, I don't remember actually making it back to our temporary home station. 1, dismiss your ship on deployment of SRV, so if you die in the SRV, you'll spawn safely. Okay. We will definitely do that. We will definitely do that. Two, if you die in your SRV after collection of data, you will spawn in the ship with the mission still complete. Really? Man, that's pretty good. Thank you for that. So getting the data quickly is key. Okay. Well, let's see how well we do this. Let's try not to get blown up this morning, because I sure don't want to explode. I sure don't want to. But you never can tell with me. You absolutely never can tell. I like the adrenaline rush of driving the SRV under fire, trying to survive. Well, I hit a rock and exploded last time, so this is really going to be fun. Full impulse. We shall see. Oh yeah, been there. I did go back and complete the other mission though. I really did. When the alarms went off, I was expecting the drones to come back out, but they never did. Made it back to the ship, docked, took off again. Man, smooth sailing after that, but I've made it. I've made it. Rock boom. Okay, so let's see. I have to find the nav beacon. Okay. I read a little bit up on it. So I'm supposed to find the nav beacon. We're going to it. We're going to scan it. We're going to find what we need to do and where to go. Okay. So, from my understanding, this thing was supposed to have automatically scanned it, and it hasn't. Um, okay, so I'm here. I thought this thing was supposed to have been automatically scanned to tell me where I was supposed to go. Uh, Or am I just supposed to go through to every planet to find it? Find shelf nav. They will be located near the stars. Once you've jumped it up. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, I am definitely doing something wrong here. What is it? What is it? Once the nav is scanned, what do I scan it with? I mean, is this supposed to be automatic? Okay. I'm I'm targeted onto it. It's directly in front of me. I'm not even moving. Locked onto the marker, not the beacon. Well, it says nav beacon. Ah, okay. Okay. I got you. That's what I was missing. Thank you. Yeah, the thing said have beacon. That's what I was going for. I didn't realize that there was a second object there. All right, this is our planet. Lieutenant Roxo, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Delta Fleece. How are you doing today? Welcome aboard. Yeah, the difference between the marker and the actual beacon. See, I thought that was it. I didn't realize that there was a second item there. That's why I didn't get why it wasn't scanning it. How are you doing today, Lieutenant Roxa? Yeah, I didn't realize it was the second one. That's the first time I've ever done this, so it was I'll watch out for that in the future. Most definitely. Most definitely. Going well? Good. Glad to hear it. Same happens with installations and megaships. Okay. So let's see if we can do this without exploding too much. This is going to be fun to do. Increasing our speed just a hair. Get a little bit closer, a little bit faster. Wait for the scanner to tell me. There we go. There we go. Now you're where the location moves 4 5. Excuse me. No, I wasn't, but I do now. I'm aware it does it now. So come in slow as you make your final approach. Ready to bank around to its new spot. Okay. Gonna let it bring us into orbit here. It often puts it behind you on the final reset. Okay. The There she is. Hey, good morning, Impreed. Welcome in, sir. How are you doing today? Nope, it should be blue. Glad to hear you're doing well this morning. Okay, so this thing's going to move around some. Still almost pretty much right below me. Okay, we'll just go back up into orbit a little bit. Trying to be a little careful here. Trying to maintain type of level flight, watching our distance very carefully. Okay, now we're going past her. Trolls this morning aren't acting very well. Billy, thank you very much for the host, brother. How are you doing this morning? Gonna make another little small jump. All right, we're dropping down right on top of location one. There she goes. There's movement one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop off just a little bit at an angle so we don't come right on top of her in our trespass zone. It's about 3 kilometers up as we're slowly coming in. He was still dropping, so we need to rise a little bit more. Looks like we've got an outpost here. Down our landing gear. Slow gradual drop. Okay, now let's see if we can do this without getting blown up too badly. Just making sure I remember which control that was. Now this thing was a kilometer out. Looking around, hopefully I haven't lost where this thing is. Big rock. Big rock. Very big rock. Okay, that didn't help. I believe I have lost myself. Great. I've gotten lost on the surface of a planet. There she is. There she is. Uh, Low security? Hmm. Don't believe it gave it a name. I'm not sure. I'll go back to the ship real quick. Well, that wasn't good. We're going to come back here to the ship real quick. Find this thing. Because we have no idea what we're doing out here. I don't think it moves well on this roof. Well, thanks, Imfried. Okay. We're going to come back here for just a moment. We're going to check our scanner. We're going to make sure. Big rocks. Big rocks. You're welcome, old man. I got you, old man. Bite me. We're just going to come back here for one fast moment. Let me on board for a minute. Right, it won't let me board real quick. Oh boy, boy, boy. Let's see something. That one's behind us. It's the wrong direction. Wrong direction. Still should be to my front left of the ship. I didn't turn when looking for a landing spot. All right, so let's see. There we are. This thing was only supposed to be about 1 kilometer away. According to this thing, it's putting that rock Riven, thank you for the 150 bits. I was about to blame Imfried for that, for scaring the hell out of me. Thank you for the 150 bits, sir. Yes, good morning to you also. All right. Okay. When we were looking for a place, we turned off a little bit. So this thing should have been up over this way. Are you really, though? Man, I swear, y'all are trying to give me a heart attack. That's all it is to it. Y'all are just trying to give me a heart attack. Y'all are good at trying to give me a heart attack. Okay, because we were 1 kilometer from the ship. So, hey, Rick Simil. See, how are you doing today? To your right, 40 degrees. That little surface scanner. I can't read that yet. Just got home. Also try to do it clip-worthy. Scanner shows high level. Okay. Gander around. Doing well, doing some engineering on the weapons ship. Good to hear, sir. Good to hear. How are you doing? There she is. There she is. Hello, little beauty, hiding out here in the wilderness. We don't want to disturb the natives too much out here. See, that looks like a defensive turret. My advice would be lock onto the settlement target so you can see it. Defensive batteries, defensive drones. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Redman OG. How are you doing this morning? Welcome in. Hey, you've got a big trespass zone around here. They've got drones flying about. I just saw one. Hmm. Old enough to be my dad means old. Man, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Now in the settlement, you'll see a mission target indicator. Once selected, find the closest angle approach. Yeah, I kind of got their attention now. Drive in and scan with the data leak. I've really got their attention. They're all buzzing about. The other day, my wife and I were shopping at the supermarket. The checkout lady asked, "Do you want any school stickers for your grandchildren?" Well, you know it's bad when restaurants give you senior citizen discount and you're not 60 years old yet. Defense turret, 3 singers. All right. All right, this is going to be, well, let's not do a spin out and go right into the trespass zone, shall we? Let's not. Let's not. This is going to be nasty in a minute. That there should be our baby. All right, so let's check our. Let's make sure we set this right so we don't hit the wrong button and start shooting something we don't want to shoot and really get everybody's attention. Calling that thing a defense turret, but that should be it. You'd be surprised at how many don't want to hear that. I look it though. Really, Imfried? Okay, so is that a defense turret or is that actually it? Because I think that's it. Now it's calling it a defense turret. Hmm. I was locking onto the one behind it. That is it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Double check real quick. Make sure we got. Gotta go. Have fun scanning. All right, Rick's MLC. You take it easy, sir. You have yourself a good day. We are definitely going to go for it. Now that everything's over here, Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. God, they shoot like stormtroopers. Let's see. I know I've just got a find right now. They are really defending that sucker. I don't care. We'll pay the bounty. Don't shoot at me. Crap. That sucker's waiting for me to come in. Hey, good morning, Slow Sweet. How are you doing this morning, sir? Welcome in. I want that data, and I'm going to take it. And that one's bound to determine I'm not going to. Oh, I wonder how much I could do this. Analysis mode is active, but come on, scan for me, baby. Scan for me. That's been combat. There we go. Now we're getting it. Yeah, whatever. I got it. We got it. We got it. Whoops. Whoops. We rolled our moon buggy. All right. Now we got to get off this world. We get off this world, we pay our fines, and we'll be good. We'll be good. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. All right. Well, we've dismissed the ship. Maybe shouldn't have done that. Saudi Magics, good morning. Welcome. How are you doing today? Silver Architect, good morning to you, sir. Or good afternoon, I should say. Oh, we're flying a Type 6 right now. Excuse me just one fast moment. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in two good friends of mine. Two good friends of the stream. Both Saudi Magic, Silver Architect 78 and Redman OG If you don't know who they are, please click their links, go over, give them a follow, leave their notification bell alone. Make sure you tell them Astro sent you over. I am a little disorganized this morning. I'm scatterbrained. Slept good last night. What can I say? But how's everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody's doing good. Yes, sir. I saw your auto shout out come up earlier. I'm sorry. I was trying to do this without getting blown up, and with me, that's not easy. That's not easy. Yeah. Here she comes. She's coming in. There she is. There she is. Yes, Saudi Magic. We are just doing a it's our first little planetary mission for our scan job, and we're just using a Type 6 right now. Live and kicking. Just had lunch and too lazy. After food, I've become in shutdown mode. Yeah, I can agree with that. I do the same thing. Love the focus. Too many years of playing space combat games and FPS shooters. Thanks, Redmond. All right, so we've got that done. Now we got to get out of here and pay our fines and all that good stuff. Okay. There we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. Have to do that faster. That mission took too long. There's work done. I fixed your command and now it works. Good, Imfreet. Good. She did good yesterday. Having to jump back and forth between her and my other duties, and yeah, she was doing good. Oh, I got 600 credit in bounties. Oh well. They'll get over it. All right, going back to our temporary home. Turn this in. And firing up our engines. What was the mission? It was just a planetary scan. It's my first mission of doing one of these. What? Give me flight assist off. Oh, shit. We need flight assist off. Crap. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh yeah, gotta fix audio. Heard a lot of static. I heard a little bit. It wasn't bad. It could have been noise in the background for all I know. Okay, flight assist. Um, I'm definitely going to have to find flight assist because I am not going to be that good. I don't normally get motion sick. That actually was making me that way. I played games in VR too and never had problems with it. The only time I think I ever got any kind of motion sick was in the Navy when we were taking 53-degree rolls and we were walking on the bulkheads. We weren't walking on the decks, we were walking on the walls. After that cruise was over, we spent the whole time repainting the inside of the ship because there were boot marks everywhere. Yeah, Freed, I just thought it was a little bit of background noise from a fan or something. I didn't think it was that bad. Wow, I can't believe that one. I cannot believe that mission. That was looks like the easiest thing to do is just shoot the turrets, shoot the robots, shoot the droids. Tried to avoid it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. That is not gonna happen. Um Flight miscellaneous, toggle flight assist. Okay. Because sorry, that had my stomach rolling. That had my stomach rolling. Request docking. Turned her desktop audio down too far, I think, so I turned it back up for her to see how it goes today. Need to find a good mixer program to use. Her voice meter. Issues with it. I was never able to get voice meter to work right. For some reason, it kept cutting my mic out. Then my computer didn't like it on top of that, so my wife doesn't believe that when she lets the dogs out in the wintertime, she needs to close the screens, keep the flies out. So at 5 o'clock in the morning, I have to deal with them. Ooh. That was a lot of repairs. 1,158. All right, so let's get this done. First, we're going to turn in this mission. We're going to get our money. Next, we're going to come over here, pay our little 600 credits and fines. And I think this is a sign of how today is going to go. The game has the game has crashed. Oh. Yep, this is a good sign of how today's going to go. Yeah. Let's see if I got any exception errors. Nope. Let's see if we can recover. Not in a good way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back while I get this started back up again. Okay, we've got it fired back up, and let's make sure we are. Yes, we are operational again. I think that's the first time the game ever crashed on me. Always pay your fines. You don't want to end up in jail. Exactly. I was warned about that. I was warned about that. As issues started having Saturday, kept cutting out. My ATS game sounds as well. Okay, so we got that taken care of. We got that mission turned in. That was almost 800,000 credits, and it only cost us $600 in fines, which wasn't that bad. It was a fair trade-off. So let's see. We are going to go and we are going to refit real quick. Let's see. Need to get rid of what was that? Okay. We'll pop our cargo racks back in place. Right, we're back fully prepared now to haul cargo. Always breaking the law and eating as sheep. Man, I got a speeding ticket 2 years ago. It was $180. The ticket itself was only $70, but the court costs were over $100. It's like, are you kidding me? And if I wanted to do a diversion, it would have been double that. It's like, no, just slap it on my insurance. Saudi Magic, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Delta Fleece. Follow is greatly appreciated. Let's see. Okay, we got our 96 slots back. I couldn't believe how much they wanted for all of it. It's like, I'm a good driver. My last ticket was 8 or 9 years ago. And I think that was only because I knew the cop, but he was, he's crooked. And he's a local for us. But my buddy, the police chief, likes him. But he shows favoritism to his friends and screw everybody else. This guy, he followed me. It was just pure harassment over and over again. He stopped me for 6 days in a row for absolutely nothing. Finally, one day I did record him doing it. Showed my speed limit of how fast I was going. Showed the speed limits in town, and I recorded the entire thing, especially him laughing about pulling me over for 6 days in a row. And it was either give me a ticket or leave me the hell alone. He told me he was going to do whatever the hell he wanted to do. So that afternoon, I walked into the chief's office with him in tow, and I played it for him. He wasn't a cop much longer. Not here. He tried to run for sheriff, and everybody laughed him out of the office. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Oh, really? Cool. Dash cam helps a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got the utmost respect for the law because, that's the way I was raised growing up. And, I'll get it later. And, that's the way I was raised. But, you know, when they're abusing it themselves, abusing their power, it's I don't know, there's bad ones, but I mean I've come across a lot of good police officers. Really great people. Really great. Have a lot of respect for them, have a lot of respect for all kinds of first responders, military, always. Okay. That is a lift that you are hitting. Hurry up and get away from the station. One time I wish I had a dash cam was it was so weird. I got rear-ended and there was this pickup truck that was hauling a backhoe. And there were 6 of us stopped at a red light. And for some reason, I saw this guy coming and he wasn't slowing down. And all of a sudden, he locked his brakes up and he hit the last car and it just pancaked everybody. I mean, we all just slammed into each other for a good chain reaction. And my truck, I had a little truck. And what I did was I got hit hard enough. And I don't know how I didn't go into oncoming traffic because I was the first car at the red light. But somehow I got thrown forward. My airbag didn't go off, and I came out of the seatbelt, just completely slipped out of the shoulder harness, and my head hit the back glass and cracked it. I got a hard head, but that day I was seeing stars. And his truck's insurance company, the company he worked for, they didn't want to pay out. I don't think I've got weapons on this thing. I got good shields. And their insurance company tried to give us all the runaround. I mean, everybody. We had people sitting on the side of the roads, holding their heads, holding their arms. I mean, when he hit us all hard. And the cop was amazed I was able to keep from going in the incoming traffic and keep my foot on the brake. And they had 4 ambulances outside that day and just getting the runaround. Everybody. And this guy was running around, man, you could tell he was sorry, man. He had tears coming down his face. He was scared shitless. He was. He wasn't talking on the phone. He just wasn't paying attention. Really? Again? Yeah, shields are back up, so. And he was apologizing left and right. He told the cop flat out it was his fault. And the ambulances got there after 15 minutes, and I was still seeing stars. My wife's truck was in the shop. She couldn't come get me, and we had to call a family friend to come up to Topeka to get me because I couldn't drive. That's how bad I was hurting. That accident was nothing compared to one other one I was in. I was in a medically induced coma for 10 days, lost 6 months of memory. Oh, that one was a bad one. That one I hated. All right, we're manual controls coming into this station. We're good. We're good. Here we go. Okay. Request stocking. Or not. But you know, it is what it is. I had one little girl one time who hit me in a parking lot. I was parked there. She just drove right into the side of my truck. Let's the cop check her cell phone. He's like, what? It's like, yeah, she was talking on her phone when she did it. I watched her. Well, that was smart. Added a hydrate for channel points. Now you're asking for someone just to make you spit your drink all over. Well, and free, I don't really have anything for you to spend your points on. I mean, let me turn this in real quick and I'll reach out here and grab this. I mean, what do you want? Do you want the Little Bo Peep bonnet? I got the green Oompa Loompa wig over there. No, I'm not putting the dress back on. I swear, wearing that for that 8 hours for that tournament, that thing was killing me. I think that's the worst thing I have ever done was wear that dress. Yeah, but you're making it very tempting to hit the hydrate, then do the screamer. Oh, man, that's up to you. That's up to you. I mean, you can do it with water. Oh, I forgot. Those of you who missed it, I made Jimmy choke last night. It was actually after his stream, so I didn't even know he was drinking anything. And I just made a comment and he just started cussing me. It's like, oh, you were drinking at the time. He's up there choking. I was not supposed to know he was drinking something. Not my fault. No, I'd feel bad because then you'd spit it all over your keyboard. It's got a membrane in there. It was designed for spills, small spills. Plus, now you know what's coming. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not all bad, but yes. We're starting to burn up a little bit. Got to get that sun behind us just a little. Now, did you put a cool down on it? Dude, I'm sitting right here. My mouse is over there. No, I didn't. I haven't touched it. I haven't touched it. Damn jumps to get there. There we go, superheating again. Imfrey, you do that, and I will take it off. Because that would be just rude and nasty. And okay, I could see you doing it. I could see you doing it, and not just you. All right, heading toward Bester City. Now, why would you want to do something like that to me? And seriously, it's bad enough you make me jump. You know, yesterday you made a pain in my chest. This morning, Riven did it, and I almost blamed you right off the bat. Yeah, and I did. I almost said your name before I looked up and saw he had done it. Yep. Because I'm so used to you doing it. So saying I've seen streams where like 20 people came in and I have to. I have to. But for some reason, you hit them at just the perfect time when I've got something going on and I'm concentrating at just that moment. That's when you do it. You make me jump. Yep. That is the absolute perfect time. I don't feel bad. I like to do that to people too. Not quite with jump scares though, but with off the wall comments. Catch him off guard, make him choke, make him spit. Yeah, Jimmy did that to me one day while I was eating. He didn't know I was eating. I was eating my supper. Yeah. I had to spit out mashed potatoes because I started to choke on him because of something he said. Those are the best ones. 3 days later, it was a pork chop. I was chewing it up. The dogs wanted my plate. He said something, and I had to spit it out because I was starting to choke on it once again. And the dogs loved it because the rest of them wanted my supper because one of them was able to grab the bite. Wife fixed chicken last night. She dropped a chicken breast on the floor. She had to chase the dog through the house because he grabbed the raw chicken breast, was running with it, and everybody else was chasing after him trying to get a bite. Yeah. So we ended up having Sonic instead because it wasn't enough chicken for both of us. And after we ate, she diced it up to try to make salad or something with for today. Oh, yeah. She's chasing a dog through the house, and I had to walk away from Jimmy's stream to help her chase it because I didn't know what we were chasing the dog for. All of a sudden, I saw something in its mouth, and it's like, well, what does he have? And she's like, our supper. It's like, what does he have? He had a raw chicken breast just running through the house with it. And it was a big one, too. It was huge. Worst part is I was starving at the time. I was in the mood for chicken. We were laughing about it last night. You know, after we got it from him, Twofer, that was his name, he was just prancing around the house all calm. You could tell it looked like he was smiling. He was all happy. She ended up taking the other chicken breast that was for ours. She cut it up and cooked it for something for today. And she took theirs and cut it up and cooked it for them. And they got it in their supper last night. For them, that's a treat because they don't get stuff like that ever. Yeah, he was just prancing around the house as happy as he could be. Request docking. I guess they stopped working after I had to shut the game down and restart it. Yeah, that's right. Didn't have much of a choice after the dog had it. But he loved it. My wife about 2 years ago had made some homemade cinnamon rolls. She didn't put the icing on the top yet. And what she does is she makes a ton of them all at one time. And then she takes them, she puts the icing on them, she wraps them up in foil and freezes them. We eat one batch, we pull the other one out. Well, we walked in the kitchen and it looked like, two batches of them were missing. And we're just looking at each other going, did you do something with them? And then she accused me of taking them and eating them. 12 cinnamon rolls. It's like, how many do you think I could eat at one time? Oh, we started looking around and I started hearing this noise from upstairs, and I kind of slowly creeped up the stairs, and there were 3 dogs laying in bed. Foil ripped apart. They had eaten some of the cinnamon rolls. So we had to call the vet just to make sure that the cinnamon wasn't going to hurt them. And he said the most it would do would be give them the diarrhea. Sure enough, it did, but they enjoyed them at the time. We never found the second batch. We never found the foil for the second batch. We don't know if they shredded it up or or what they did with the evidence, but it was definitely gone. I mean, I guess she could have cooked it up for you. Man, you don't know what she did one day. One day she actually took the fork for the dog's food, had fixed supper with it, and realized it after she had got done. And we were fixing the plates, and I had just already started eating some of mine, and she goes, don't eat that. It's like, why? It's like, she goes, I accidentally used the dog's fork on our food. I'm just sitting there looking at it going, how bad? I mean, I stopped chewing at this point. And she's like, well, how does it taste? It's like, it tastes good. She's like, well, you can keep eating it if you want to, but I'm not eating mine. It's like, do what? Yeah, She told me to go ahead and keep eating mine if I wanted to. And she had accidentally grabbed the dog's fork that was right beside the one she was intending to use. And yeah, it's like, no, 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 I'm not doing that. We had one day that one of our dogs was bad sick and they had to be on a special diet. Their food needed to be heated up. So I was fixing her food in the skillet. Wife had went to the store real quick and she come back home. She goes, I stepped away. I stepped away. I had to go to the bathroom for a moment. And I come back and she's tasting the food. She goes, that's good. What is it? And I'm just looking at it going, Sassy's dog food. Boy, she turned green. She took off running to the bathroom. She never did that one again. She never did that one again. She never stuck any kind of spoon or fork in a pot again when I was cooking to see what I was fixing. Miss Infree told a story of something she did to her ex. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And my wife freaks out at the sight of blood, but that day she was really green. She was really green. She looked like she did that day she decided to take a puff off one of my cigars. You were watching our heat's increasing quite a bit. Needless to say, I'll make sure not to piss her off when she decides to make wet burritos for dinner. Make sure to check the trash. Oh man, I know exactly how that sounds. That does not sound good. Not good. Mm-mm. Nah. Now my ex-wife, after I caught her and my best friend cheating together, she wanted to try to make amends, and she invited me over for supper one night, and it's like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. This woman was highly vindictive, and I would not have put it past her to put something in the food. Uh-uh. Now, when I was young, very young, and my aunt used to babysit for me, we had hot chocolate one night, and I put chocolate X-Lax in hers. because I didn't want a babysitter. I did not want a babysitter, so I put chocolate X-Lax in hers. Yeah, she never babysat for me again. She put a can of filet mignon wet dog food in her ex's wet burrito, and he said it was best. Well, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Yeah, because I, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Ew. Man, that just the thought of that. Ew. Here we go. See why I make sure not to piss her off? I can see why. I can't see why. My ex, though, being a little Southern Cajun woman, feisty as hell. She was, she and I got along great because we were both vindictive. We held grudges, still do. We were very vindictive, and when we plotted revenge against somebody, we did some serious plotting and planning. We did. We were actually quite sinister. That's how bad we were. And I mean, I'm not talking about the little gag gifts I send to people right now. I mean, we did some serious nasty stuff to people. It's all good. Kind of past that stage a little bit though. Now it's all for fun. It's all for fun. It's all for show. It's all for laughs. That's all it is. Nothing's really vindictive or meant by it. It is a weird one now, mind you. I stand 6'6" and weigh 350. He had the nerve to get pissy with me, thinking he was the big boy. Bet on my Oh, no, 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 no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. My thing is, when I always help somebody move, we never really rented a truck unless it was supposed to storm that day. We put everything in the back of everybody's pickups. Everybody was always careful about somebody else's property. We always made sure to keep quilts in the bottom of the beds to where the furniture wouldn't get scratched up. You know, We wouldn't mess the trucks up. We always made sure that nothing hit the back glasses. You know, things along that way. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to respect other people's property. Man, I remember I was helping one of my buddies move. He had this big, huge china cabinet, and it did not come apart. And we were moving it upstairs. And the guy who had the lightest part at the top of the stairs had to stop for a minute because he was losing his grip. My buddy had the majority of the weight because he was down at the slope. And when he started losing his grip, I had to run up the stairs and actually throw my weight over him. And mind you, he's 6'4", I'm 5'10". I had to throw my weight over him, pretty much shove him into it to hold it up so that the guy on top could get his grip back so that I could then take the weight. And I wasn't in any position to really grab a hold to it. And it was so bad that we both started losing our grip before he got his back under control. And eventually I had to tell Bill to move, to get out from under me. And he had to slink out and go. I asked Farrell at the top of the stairs if he had it, and he said he did. And I didn't. I was losing it, and nobody else could get around me, especially after Bill left. We had to let it go. I jumped the railing. I jumped the railing because that thing came down. Farrell was losing his grip, and I couldn't hold it anymore. And that thing weighed about 300, 400 pounds. We used their van. My dad's truck, my uncle's little trailer. He tossed things into the bed of the truck and then into the truck. Nope. We never did that. We never did that. The only bad time we ever helped Bill move was it was the end of the month. They had just bought a house. They had to be out of their apartment that day, and a hurricane was coming into southern Louisiana. The worst time to have to move, and their landlord of the apartment would not give them an extra couple days. He wanted to charge them, their normal rent was about $400 a month. He wanted to charge them $2,000 for a week. So we had to have them out that night. So we went and rented a truck, and we moved during the opening bands of a hurricane, the first bands of the hurricane that were coming in. High winds, lashing rains, and visibility sucked, but we had to get them moved. We got them to the house, and it was everything just went inside. Just put it in the living room. Didn't matter where it went. The lady sorted it out. We just got everything into the living room to hurry up and get it out of the truck. A key thing I always help my friends move. My payment, pizza and beer. That's all I wanted. Pizza and beer. I figured I was cheap labor at that point. Okay, let's see how far it is back to our little home system here. There we go. Single jump. Let's just go ahead and do it. Yeah, we were always respectful of everybody else's property and everybody else's vehicles. No, there was no need for any of that, and I would not have stood for that. I would not have stood for that. Like I loaned somebody, or it was a good friend of mine, loaned him my truck one day. He had to go move something. It's like, sure, you can borrow it. Just fill it up full of gas when you bring it back and be careful. It's like, that's fine. Yeah, he brought my truck back and there were, man, it looked like he lived in it for a week and he had it for 2 days. Man, I had fast food containers all over the place, French fries under the seat. I had somebody had spilled a shake on the floor and he didn't clean it up. And it's like, this ain't happening. This ain't happening. You're taking my truck and you're cleaning it. It did not look like this when you took it. Don't ever ask me to borrow it again. You can't respect my property? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No way. I blew up on him, told him to toss one more thing in my dad's truck or uncle's trailer, and he wasn't going to be found. Yep. I guarantee you what, when my buddy brought my truck back, it was spotless. It was spotless. He also has never talked to me again after that, too. I wasn't going to take my truck back in that condition. He filled it full of fuel. I guess he figured that that's all he had to do because that's all I said. He trashed it. Inside of it was horrible looking. She rushed the kids into the house. Her son wanted to try to pop popcorn off my head. Yeah, that day after my truck, my wife said she could see the veins sticking out in my forehead and she heard me in the house over the dogs. She said she heard me outside and she believes that they heard me about 4 blocks away. Yep. She said I was loud. I was. She always laughs because when I get really frustrated or something that I use my voice in a real commanding boom style that I used to use in the Navy when I had to. And she goes, when I get mad, I had reached that point. And she goes, she heard it plain as day. She knew that's the voice I was using. Good commanding tone. It's like, hey, it works. And she says, even when I'm frustrated with the dogs, when they're tearing something up and they won't listen to me, that I use it on them and they immediately calm down. I helped move them on the 4th of July after spending the 3rd at my real dad's house, my grandma. Yeah. Most of the time when I help my friends move, we started early in the morning, 8, 9 o'clock. By the time we got done, it was 9 or 10 at night when I'd come back home. We'd always move on a Saturday because Sunday, Sunday, I wasn't good for anything after that. Not at all. Man, I was just wasted. I was just wasted. And going to work Monday morning, I was still dragging. I was sore. But, I helped my friends out when the time came for me to move up here to Kansas. I called in all those favors of people I had helped move. They were all there for me. I think I told him, I told him, and in wow. Most of the time when I went to go move friends, they had everything already packed. Everything was emptied. There was one time Nicole forgot about a chest of drawers that she thought was empty, and we started picking it up to move it. And I'm looking at Bill going, this thing feels like it's about 200 pounds. It's like, yeah. He goes, look at him going, it's solid wood. It should only be about 50 to 80. He started looking at me. He was like, what do you think? It's like, I think this thing is not empty yet. We started pulling drawers out. There were still clothes and all kinds of stuff up in there. And he goes, honey, did you forget to empty this? And she goes, whoops, I thought I already did. So she brought a big box in there, and there was no gentle taking stuff out. It was just, everything was just being thrown in the box. She goes, I'll sort it later. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I do have to cut it a little bit early this morning, and I do apologize. I do have a couple errands I have got to get done this morning, and I need to be leaving for one of them in about 20 minutes. So I do apologize to y'all. I will be back tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Central Time. Sorry, 5 a.m. Central Time. I don't know why I keep saying 5:30. And I wish to thank everybody for coming in. Thank you for the bits, the follows, the hosts, everything. I do greatly appreciate it. This morning we are going to go visit and show the love to another Elite Dangerous content creator. He's coming to our stream quite often. Gave us quite a few helpful hints. Mr. Real Zevious. But until tomorrow morning, y'all take care, be safe, have yourselves a good day, and see y'all tomorrow. Thank you.